Welcome to Sacred Magic. Violet is on a quest to bring sacredness back into our everyday experiences. Anyone can have an extraordinary life when they are able to tap into their sacred magic within. Violet and her guests will be sharing their divine passions, inspirations, and stories of connecting with their sacred magic. We are so happy you have joined us today. Let's get started with your host, the magical creator of Discover Your Spiritual Gifts, Vialet Rayne.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sacred Magic Podcast. I'm your host, Vialet B Rayne, and my guest today is Lenka. I love Lenka. I love her energy and just all about her. She is on a mission to slow this world down one breath at a time. As an oxygen advantage breath instructor and functional breath coach, she inspires others to pause, be still, and dive into being, not just doing, but guiding them towards a vibrant, optimal life. She specializes in working with overachieving moms and women entrepreneurs, showing them how to use their breath 24/7 to relax and switch their mindset from constantly doing to simply being without feeling guilty or judged. I love her. She does so many things. If you can link into her Facebook page, you get to see all the fun that she has all over Colorado. It is so much fun, especially in the winter. That's a hit, especially in the winter. You want to see what she's doing out there. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love that. Well, most of us breathe naturally, right? We're always breathing. So, what is the difference in what you're talking about and what most people are doing? So, share with us a little bit about that.
You said it so right. We are breathing and we're not paying attention to it because it's something that we do automatically, right? We were born with breath, and so it's something that we just take for granted. And what's happening is that we all breathe the same amount of oxygen if we're breathing through our mouth or through our nose. But the difference is how is the oxygen being delivered into our body and how we can use it so we can benefit from it on an everyday basis. And because the way that we are going and moving and we're living in a fast-paced world right now, we tend to do a lot more. We're overstimulated. There's so much happening every single day, so many informations. And so it's getting us into stressful mode. And we automatically switch to mouth breathing because we can't take on so much. And so we just switch to mouth breathing. And when we do breathe through our mouth, we are in stressful mode pretty much all day long without even realizing. Because we think that stress is something like a big thing, right? And so not even thinking that maybe when I'm talking, I am getting myself into stressful mode. I am exercising and I'm doing wonderful thing for myself, but I am huffing and puffing, and that is stressful mode itself. But so we just need to learn a little bit more about how to come back to slowing down, relaxing, because the only way we can get energy and function again is when we relax. That's when our body is able to produce the energy, and how to switch from mouth to nose breathing.
So, share with us a little bit, because we've talked about this before, what that difference is for the body from breathing in through the mouth versus breathing in from the nose. How does that work differently within our body? What makes the difference there?
Yeah, so with what I'm teaching, it's functional breathing. So it's not only switching from mouth to nose breathing. You need to learn how soft and light and like deep into your core you need to breathe in order to move the oxygen from the blood into blood cells where the energy is being produced. And so The whole point is to learn to breathe very soft and light, not hyperventilating, not getting yourself again into stress. The difference between mouth and nose is that our mouth is connected with digestive system only. Our nose, on the other hand, it's connected with our entire body. So when we breathing through our nose, there is a better chance that the oxygen is being delivered into every cell, into every part of your body instead of just the digestion. And the nose breathing, there's so many wonderful benefits where when you're breathing through your nose, more likely you're not going to be getting sick so often because our nose has a filter and it filters all the germs and pathogens and viruses. And so even if something gets in our body through our nose, it would have to be a situation where there's a fire or if there's a lot of smoke or chemicals or dust, then you might get something through your nose too, but your body's able to get rid of it within like few hours, versus when you breathe that in through your mouth, it stays in your body for a couple months.
Wow, what a difference.
Huge, yeah.
And you know, most people don't think about that. I love, because our world right now is very chaotic. I mean, there's a lot of chaos going out there.
Yeah.
And people are very stressed and very tense, and everybody seems to be moving really fast. I think slowing down is really important. I don't know that we do that often enough, but even just to slow down and breathe and take that moment to become present, how big that is for all of us.
Yeah, we definitely are not taking time to relax. That's why I love working with people that, especially with moms, that we feel so guilty about taking naps or just not doing anything. And then it's just a reflex. Everything that you do throughout the day, it reflects into your night. And so it's kind of like if you are always doing and going and achieving, then you are stressing yourself out and you keep doing that long enough where it becomes a norm. And so you're living in that stressful mode and it's much harder to get out of it. And using certain technique, it might help you, like breathing technique, it might help you for the moment. But what I love about functional breathing is that it's teaching you to stay in balance most of the time. It's not that you'll be always peaceful because life happens, right? But it is most of the time you can harmonize, you can balance your nervous system. And so that way you can react to things in a, like a more peaceful mind, or you're not overreacting, or you're not holding on to something for too long. And it's a whole lot of difference. Yeah.
I love that. I love that because I don't think we think about that as often as we really should. So I love that you do that. Now, one of the other things you love is winter and cold. So share with us, what is winter and cold for you, and what does all that mean as well?
That's the playful time. That's when the inner child comes out. And not for many people, but I fell in love with cold very quickly. And it's something that it's just when you know how to introduce the cold as a friend than the enemy, it is a beautiful thing because it teaches you, there's so many different benefits of just exposing yourself to cold. And not everything is for everyone. Some people might like cold showers. Some people might enjoy exposing to air, cold air, which is usually I hike in shorts and tank top, but only for a certain amount of time. You don't want to overdo it. Or people will enjoy the cold dips. Each one has a benefit to it. And it's just up to you what, you find the most like loving for yourself. I never force anyone to go into coldness. You got to be ready for it. But once you start doing it, your body will crave it, because not only that when you go into a coldness, and now I'm talking about going into the frozen water, when you go in, everything shrinks in your body, right? Because it is cold. But then when you come out, your cells open up. And so when you breathe into it, your entire body, your blood flow, right? It's just flowing, your oxygen's flowing into places that it's never seen. And it's a beautiful like rebirth, because your body feels like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so much goodness. And with the cold exposures too, what I love the most about it with the cold dips is that you can finally feel how it is when you let go of everything, because you're in that cold water. You have no time to think. And you're just there with Mother Nature, surrounded by the beauty, and you are in freezing water, and somehow you feel warm and loved. And it's a beautiful, peaceful moment. And I think that's what I fell in love with more than anything, that I am connected with Mother Nature, and she's taking me in as one, which she can always tell you if you are going in that cold water for different reasons. If it's your ego or if you're trying to prove something, it will tell you. It's going to zap you so much that it will just say, no, you don't belong here. So that's one part that I think I love the most. I do the cold dips in nature only. I don't practice it in tubs or anything like that. Not saying it's not a good thing. I just prefer to be connected and do things that are given to us, that are there for us. They're free. They are for everyone. Anyone can go in nature and enjoy it. And so the cold dips are a beautiful way to learn more about yourself and get into that nothingness.
Well, I love that, because you do Facebook posts and people get very curious and they're like, oh, I want to try that. And I just love the excitement around being able to do that. And, some of the fun photos is when you're putting your face in the snow too. I love that as well, where you're leading groups and they're putting their face down into the snow. So I'm sure that has a lot of benefits as well.
Well, yes, because it's how often do you think about doing that, right? It's like it's waking up your inner child and being silly and enjoying what's around you. And then when you put your face into the snow, it's like the instant into your body feeling. Again, you're not thinking about anything else. You're in there in the snow, and it's just like so cold when you like move your head right out of the snow, and you feel that coldness on your cheeks and on your head, and it's so awakening. And so like you have instant smile on your face. Like there's no other way that you would cry doing it, or that people wouldn't enjoy it. It's something that brings you back to like, I can do this. Like it's fun, or putting your feet into a snow too. Yes, it is cold, but you feel it, right? You feel sensation. And so again, it's all about coming back to you, learning about who you are and what you enjoy. And it's beautiful. And I love having group of people doing it with, and the looks on their faces when I say, okay, let's do this. There's a beautiful white snow. Let's just dip our faces in.
I love that.
They go for it. And so that's wonderful.
I think that's great. Well, share with us, because I know you take groups out for hikes and different things, and you do little workshops and all kinds of things. So share with us some of the things that you offer if people want to connect and learn more.
So I do different workshops, either in person or online. I do one-on-one coaching as well. That's for 5 weeks. And we learn a lot about the basics of functional breathing. And I kind of guide it towards to everyone's needs. The hikes are wonderful too, because you realize what it is like to be moving and paying attention to your breath, and how you're using your breath, because we are used to just, it's okay to breathe through your mouth, or to, huff and puff through the hike because everyone's doing it. And so I like to teach people while we're there in the nature how to use your breath to benefit yourself. And I have some online courses too. And I love teaching, doing presentations for companies. And so, because we all breathe, I can be anywhere.
I love that.
It's, I always say that with the breath, it's something that we already have, we're already doing. So it's just about learning how to use it, how to start using it, so you can truly learn to slow down, so you can enjoy your life the way that it's meant to be enjoyed, and not just like going through, but rather being present and really living in the moment and experiencing the beauty of what a beautiful gift it is to be alive. And so I always say that our breath is the bridge between the outside fixing and inside tuning. Because breath is there for us, so is our body. And so as long as we take care of it and we use it the way that it's meant to be used, then it will give us back.
I love that. Lenka, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing with us today. I really appreciate it. I just love her energy. Anytime she shows up, she's always in this joyful, very happy state. And so if you need a little bit of that joy, connecting with her will definitely bring more joy into your life. We will have her website in the video and in all the descriptions so that you can connect and reach out and kind of find out more about her. I just love you. So thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you so much. I love you too, and I'm so happy I could share some of the good things that come with when we breathe functionally.
I love that. And those watching, like, comment, and follow us on your favorite channels. Give us feedback. Share with us how you breathe and what you've learned about breathing today. We would love to hear that. And thank you for sharing your sacred magic with us today. And I hope you find your sacred magic in your everyday life. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you for joining us. To find out more about Vialet, head over to discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. You can also send a personal message to Vialet through email, violet@discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. If you love the show, subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. Until next time, remember, we are meant to have abundant and joyful lives. We hope to see you soon at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts.